What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dar Universe, and it's another exciting day of Weedlow. So today I'm going to be getting into who Galton Galatius is, aka Gigi, God's gift. So Gigi was actually a well-known scientist in Goonsdale, and I'll talk about Goonsdale more in my next video when I talk about the SDU, so you guys can get a better idea of where the setting of Weedlow is actually taking place. Gigi was a well-known scientist, and he was on a breakthrough on curing cancer with marijuana, because he had found a way to make the THC in marijuana destroy cancer cells. And the first people that he was going to try this on was his kids. After years and years of work, Gigi had a breakthrough, and he literally made marijuana that was infinite. But he can only make one strand of it, so he basically rolled it into a blunt. And remember, I told you in the last video, like, Gigi cannot duplicate this anymore. He cannot do it again. So Weedlow basically has the last infinite blunt, and that's when Gigi has to start making synthetic after. Basically, Gigi tries out the blunt on his kids, and they actually go into a coma. They black out, and he doesn't understand why. And usually everybody that hits the infinite blunt blacks out. Which in the long run, guys, if you stay with this, you'll understand what happens to all of them in the end. But after the infinite blunt didn't work on his kids, Gigi went mad, and he started to just try to get people to hit the blunt. That's when he started putting ads in the paper, and then that's when you stumble upon Eric Travis, who is the wielder of Weedlow. The blunt is named Weedlow, not Eric. Actually, whoever holds the blunt gets the title of Weedlow, which is something that Eric has actually made up for the blunt. Later on in the stories, when you see somebody else become the wielder of Weedlow, Weedlow is the name of the blunt, not the character. Like, I should have established that like in the first video. Remember, I left off and I told you that Weedlow had got strong enough to break out of Gigi's lab. Gigi got highly pissed about this, and this man started making a bunch of synthetic THC. He started doing it on test subjects, and those test subjects either were mutated or they blacked out. And then he started to put his THC on the streets. So now you have a bunch of people in the streets that's turning into THC manipulators and not even understanding what's going on and where it came from. But once Gigi started to see that his THC was actually affecting people in the city of Goonsdale and turning them into THC manipulators, he took a few of them and made a table called Project 420. What Project 420 is, a table of high THC manipulators that are a huge threat to Weedlow. And when the time is right, Gigi is going to release them to fight Weedlow and to see if they could actually keep up with him, to see if they could actually take him down. But there's only one thing that stands in Gigi's way: the SDU, which I'll be talking about in the next video. And I pray you guys are enjoying my Weedlow content. Like, share, and subscribe, please.